deceased owner than one of your friends, at least. So, let's go bury mom and dad. Under the tree, he said.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it here.
Bob could have killed the dog or probably loot the master, but since I didn't, the dog probably will obey me from now on.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, it's like I said, see?
Damn it all. How am I gonna do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword. Now. I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Now I'm gonna really have some big, serious consequence. I left without you doing anything that very productive. We'll see how this game holds up. It's been rough with the first majority out, just goofing off, doing some random stuff. Now the journey has only begun. It has only just begun. And a game-breaking, not really game-breaking glitch, but just a very stupid glitch before the second part. But we'll see how things go from here. Hey, I thought we weren't going down this route again.
Do you need some help?
Get up, Henry, wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. You slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents. I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
Delirious days later.
You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight.
Oh,
The beating you took was worse. But at least
how did you manage to...
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandit.
What in the world...
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers.
They're all dead.
All of them. After that.
Don't say that.
No, there isn't. But it...
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing...
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care... Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised.
And even later.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
I'm...
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
I've been lying here...
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done.
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to.
If you insist. But you need to speak to... You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine.
I've been lying here 2 weeks.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be...
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak.
A word with you, young fellow.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Pesce, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you, and talking of you being at death, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter. Who came now and again to keep you alive? That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a... If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else.
That sounds straightforward enough.
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like...
No honourable man should...
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields?
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's...
Listen, it's about this ring my mate, what's it, the Cohelnitz Miller had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. Still a human body, only it's missing a soul.
I think I've already heard more than I need to.
What's your... If there's any problem, come and see.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner?
Clearly this was intended for a keyboard and a mouse. You kidding me?
on then. Is that the best you can do? Yeah.
I'll take that apple, I'll take the axe, I'll take the carrot. I'm getting better at the combat at least. It's more like a learning experience in my opinion. I do gotta say, even if this thing is running on whatever version the CryEngine is on, it's pretty gorgeous. Pretty nice looking and everything. That is until you get to the animation quality, that is. It looks average, I know it's indie game, AAA quality. I'm trying to go for at least. You know, it's not gonna reach the same level as one that I played, Hellblade, but that's running on Unreal Engine 4, and they had a lot of backers helping them out, like Epic, Sony, Welcome Trust, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that makes more sense. Not to mention they had a lot of years to develop that game, and along with this one too, but not the same. But of course, as people will say, different company, different resources, and everything. This is a newly dev team that, you know, that did it on a Kickstarter where Ninja Theory had for Hellblade all the money they had saved up for at the time. So low budget. So where am I going? Nope, no, wait, that was the right one. Okay, I keep forgetting the map is up. So where the heck am I going? So here's me. Oh, I don't want to go to this area quite yet. I'll get that later.
What are you doing there? What's that?
This is a bit awkward, but recently you... He was a friend of mine.
And you think I rob corpses, so
Don't lose your temper, I meant no offense.
It's yours.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a tin penny.
What's up?
Good day to you. I'll have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy. Risky.
Stolen goods. Thanks.
Now I need some lockpicks. So, like, as you can tell, the lockpick in this game is kind of hard to do on a controller, at least speaking, but you can clearly tell they were aiming for, in quote, a PC type of lock mechanisms. I mean, like, lockpickings have been around games for, oh, godly knows, such a long time. And some of them have good lockpicking mechanics, others are just worse. Clearly they were aiming for the control the mouse and keyboard one, so that's not gonna look great. Yeah, and they say good tip, train with him, so it'll make it much easier, so we'll see from things point on. But you need a lockpick, so once I give myself some more lockpicks, that's what I'll do.
too deep here.
Are you kidding me? Invisible walls, really, game? Supposed to be an open world, supposed to do whatever I want, like Skyrim, The Witch. Even though medieval settings are not my technical fantasy one, but still, come on, like, you serious? Alright, fast travel it isn't.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Voyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship? What makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part.
All right then, go ahead.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad?
I must speak with Sir Radzig.
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you...
My father made him a sword.
I don't see any.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it.
Of course you are, Hal.
Thanks.
What the hell?
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush. but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taumberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves.
Be that as it may, why have you come? He isn't. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Alright, so with the service of the film.
Finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and
So this will be interesting for your announcements. Now we're with the army, but I guess we will be able to do a lot of shit. Alright, time to start the combat training again.
Good health to you.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig said.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzig wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it. Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Good. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. What are you waiting for? Let's go. That's it. Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow. Wrong. Ow. Well done. Well done. Well done. Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back. See, I lure you. Attack. Good here. Fine, enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. My sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Good. That's it. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. It's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you. All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stand. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside. Not bad. Ow. Very good. Nice. Ow. Very good. Good. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. Very good. Ow. Very good. Ow. Well done. All right. Ow. Well done. Ow. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go. Yeah.
Captain Bernard!
Ah! Wait a while, Henry. Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
What dick.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. Simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you. All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. And the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. You'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance. Wrong! Very good. Ah, that's it. Wrong! Nice. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started. Well done. Very good. Ah, that's it. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block. A Then, change the direction of the attack at the last moment. The opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react. No, that's not it! Nice! Very good! Well done! That's it! Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
Help me, people. Please. I'm from Skalitz and I lost everything I had. Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get... Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target, flying. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one. Then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
What the? You can't even aim! Did you guys even see?
That was awful. I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other coward.
What did you say? Calm down, boy. Keep in mind...
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in it.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stock.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy...
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose...
I don't have enough.
Then you'll owe me or work it off. Let's get to it.
What the f... I can't even freaking aim at this thing. I mean, it looked like that I had a crosshair at first, but then I'm just bugging off.
Let's see then. And another. Now concentrate. Bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice for a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. Shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. You wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood.
Do you guys even see that?
There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw. Hold your breath for a moment, then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw.
Oh, hold on. Ready?
One movement. The arrow aiming at the target and flying at it.
Look at that! I got a freaking crosshair.
There is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you get a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
Dude! What the hell, warhorse? I don't even see this! Look, I know that's for the fucking sword right there, but do you even see this? Look at that! Now let me cut the right, look at that! Absolutely no crosshair! Look, I know they're going for realistic approach, but...
That flew nicely. Practice for a while. No nonsense.
Jesus! This is like impossible to do! Someone better create a mod for this thing, and I will thank them for that.
Has anyone told you you're supposed to shoot at the target?
Well, that was awful.
I don't know why you're wasting your...
Calm down, boy.
Any.
Very... Then you...
Jeez! There? There, Holy crap! Just do what I did. I think that's the sweet spot, and I just fucking beat this shithead. Fuck you. Warhorse.
I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
I told you I have a heavy hand, ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt.
Yeah,
bullshit. Boy. I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what...
If we must.
Then let's put everything we used to do to training then.
Gone weaker than knees, have you? Come on then. Oh dear, did that hurt?
Are you shitting this little... I can't...
We're even then. It looks like I get to keep my bow and you your grot.
Bullshit! Let me fight him again!
Despite your limitations.
Thank you, sir.
Well, that was bullshit! I can't even do anything!
Don't worry, this isn't the last time we'll meet. We'll have more fun like this again soon.
Bullshit, you little shithead! Can I fucking smack on the fucking face? Alright, let me beat this little shithead lore that we got here.
Let's see then. And
thank you.
Save.
Let me skip this.
Now concentrate.
Now, you're not gonna have a crosshair, unfortunately, so you're gonna be aiming blindly, but just find the sweet spot and then you're good to go. Nope. That's looking at it for me.
Encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. You wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw. Hold your breath for a moment.
then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers.
Darn it.
You are about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target, flying. Shoot
Here we
away.
go.
What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one. And then those arrows will fly so fast you won't shoot you. Don't forget the arm guard.
Hey, this thing's like impossible. Takes a little bit to get used to. See, look what happens when I put away the bow. A flipping crosshair, but when I equip it, no crosshair. I know they're going for realistic, but would it kill them just to put a little crosshair for us? I mean, see, look at that. You're just blinding. You're just shooting fire blindly sometimes, and then you got this little shithead right here. No matter what the flip happens to you, I mean, no matter what happens.
I don't like to say it, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, sir.
What did you say?
This little shithead's gonna challenge you, and if you fail, you gotta own him. But if you beat him, there's once.
Let's get.
He'll challenge you to sword fighting, and that's where, unfortunately, I lost. Aim a little higher. A little lower next time. Oh my god, I want to be in debt to this asshole. Oh fucking bullshit. This is bull. And Rise, I get a freaking 6.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Bernard.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had...
I know what he told you.
If we must.
God, this is bull. See you later.